Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed or were disgusted by or shocked by that intro. In today's video, I'm playing as India. While browsing through random countries' focus trees, I stumbled upon India's and realized I never actually played as India before, even pre-update. There's also a focus in there called Give Me Blood, and I will grant you freedom that I decided to play for today's video. Let's get into it. And here we are as the British Raj. Now I gotta say, I did do a test run before this that didn't go too well, but it taught me a lot. So this is gonna be my first time, really, in my entire time playing this game, actually playing the British Raj. So I'm gonna take a look at the national spirits first. Let's see what's going on here post-update. Princely states, marginalized Muslim community, risk of famine, a Great Depression, and agrarian society. So if you're wondering why we have no manpower as one of the highest populations in the world, that'd be it. And then our leader, Freeman Thomas. Well, let me tell you something. By the end of this video, the Indians are going to be free men. His name is a little spoiler for the video. We'll have to get rid of him because that daily autonomy progress, horrible. Focuses, and mainly the one we're looking for is Give Me Blood, and I will grant you freedom. I think this is one of the coolest sounding focuses in the entire game. And that's going to start the Indian Civil War. Now to get that, you got to go up, left, onto the road of independence. Now India has only 2 technology slots, unfortunately. I'm going to be using one of them on electronic mechanical engineering and basic machine tools. Our nation is also pretty backwater. So I'm going to be building some infrastructure on the high infrastructure tiles already. Then after that, I'll be building not civilians, but military factories. Starting with 17 divisions, we have not a lot of generals, some with loyalty to India, some with loyalty to Britain. This commander swears loyalty to India and will refuse to join any fascist uprisings. Oh, well, that's unfortunate because the uprising we're gonna do will be on the fascist side, so that guy can't be a general. You know what, I'm just gonna wait till the Civil War starts to assign any generals and field marshals. Self-rule is up next. Religious violence. As the push for independence gains momentum, a deep and growing divide is emerging. Hindus, determined to preserve a united India, are increasingly at odds with Muslims, who, fearing marginalization in a Hindu-majority state, are calling for the creation of a separate homeland. This escalating tension has ignited violent clashes between extremist factions from both communities, placing the country's stability at serious risk. So what I'm personally going to do is imprison the agitators, that way the resistance goes sky high. Maximizing resistance is something we want to do for sure. At the current state, we're being ruled by colonialists, so to become free we must cause as much disruptions to this colonial monstrosity. In fact, what I should have done first, as the first ever focus, was local recruitment offices, because every 12th month, this will reduce the penalty of agrarian society by this right here, which is very awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that knocked out, that way we can start getting agrarian society down. New viceroy for British Raj. Like I said, we will be replacing Freeman because his autonomy progress gain is horrible. This guy is much better. The question of Aden, so I will be getting a free civilian factory and more autonomy progress if I just give this up. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that up, hand that over. So I'm gonna go for this research slot next. It requires us to do uplifting the people of India. Widespread protests, like I said, everything that increases resistance. Now that we have 150 political power, silent workhorse. We have the choice between concentrated industry and dispersed industry. Now me personally, I'm a concentrated industry fan because of the factory output. Next up will probably be the popular figurehead for the additional stability. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is promote violence against the British. So we're gonna have to get League Against Gandhiism. Mahatma's policy of non-violence is an admirable one. Alas, the British have again and again proven that they will meet protest with bullets. Therefore, new tactic is needed. One steeped in blood, if need be. Minus 10 CG's factories factor and more research speed. Looks good to me. Mahushan arrives with a Khatan Magold to confiscate his gold. Okay, I'll take the CG's factory's factor, I guess. Protest against the Howell Monument. Foment independence tension in British Raj. We lose cores. Well, not us, but the British Raj loses cores, the colonial government. And I'm going to go ahead and knock all of these out first. Also, one thing I forgot to do. Oh, it doesn't let you remove the garrison. Okay, that's interesting. So now that I've done that focus, British authorities are going to try to arrest the guy who is fomenting independence tension. Go into hiding up next. Azad Hind. That's going to give us more non-aligned and more fascism support. And now that I have a little bit of army experience, I'm going to create a new division and make this only probably light tanks, because we can't supply light tanks anyway, right? So light tanks, occupied territory, and then I'm going to replace it with that. So technically we have no garrison. It's only men with no equipment whatsoever. We're just causing as much unrest in India. British Raj no longer has cores on India, so the resistance is going to get worse and worse and worse. The enemy of my enemy. Japan's going to help us when the war starts. And so the resistance is important because every state that has above 65 or 85% resistance will side with us during the Civil War and grant us 1 or 2 divisions respectively, depending on highest resistance. There's another research slot right here. Well, let's start going for them. Ooh, so war support is another thing I need to maximize. Is this our fault? Sure, let's do that. Getting quite a bit of army experience as well. I'm gonna start choosing some sub-doctrines, starting with mission-type tactics for the additional organization. Alright, the focus has become available now that we have 50% war support. I'm also gonna knock out infiltrate Aden upon the start of the war for independence, raise militias in South Yemen, and a bunch of other places. It's gonna give us more units. I guess I could get this out of the way. Leader experience gain, that is pretty good. Large unit tactics. I'm gonna research the engineered company too. Azad Hind radio, more attack and defense on core territory. Army reformer, tenancy reforms it is then. Yes, I am intentionally staying on Grand Battle Plan, by the way. I think it's a decent doctrine. Legacy of military service, sure. Let's start getting the debuffs of agrarian society down. That way we have some manpower when the war starts, eh? Ooh, Azad Hind Bank or Central Bank? I gotta say, I kind of like Central Bank a little bit more. So I might be rocking with them. Change to fascist aligned propaganda. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then armor, I'm gonna be choosing armored cavalry because I do plan to have armored cars as our recon company. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna be called into that war then. We're in a war against Germany. That's actually fine. Our overlord is sending us some guns. Perfect. It shouldn't affect the independence that much. Okay, bold attack. Probably go with maybe subsidized contracts here. And then logistical force. Alright, I'm pretty much ready to declare independence. Give me blood, and I will grant you freedom. Lots of Indian units I'm going to be getting. Let's go. I don't even have the armored car yet. We got to research them. Alright, here we come. Imperial of Japan honors their pledge. Awesome. And did I take everything? I took everything besides one freaking tile, yo. No way. I'm gonna go ahead and group the whole army up. Seems like the British have some units in Ceylon. A female field marshal. Well, India's pretty progressive. Let's go with a female field marshal. Gotta flex on the British with our human rights, of course. Join the co-prosperity sphere. Maybe that's a good idea. You know what? That's not a free India, though. A free India means a country that is outside of any influences from any of these major factions. So you know what? We won't join the co-prosperity sphere. We fight for India alone, and we don't need any help doing so. I do need to raise my stability, so temple entry movements. I'm also going to stop the construction of those military factories. And oh my god, we have to build this country up from the ground, starting in 1940, yo. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to repair and everything. Army organization specialist, awesome. Gonna go ahead and put her in. Also, here's our new leader, nationalistic freedom fighter. Look at how free we are. Offer them peace. There can be no peace for the imperialists. I'm just gonna probably offer them peace, right? Let's do them. They accept our peace. White peace with the United Kingdom. I annex the British Raj. Awesome. Yeah, I just want to get out of that war. That way we can actually build the country up. We got quite a bit of stuff to do with this country. True independence has been achieved. I'm going to make sure that our garrison doesn't suck anymore. Local police force. Gain 1 infrastructure in every own state with at least 4 civilian factories. Indianize the army. This focus has no effect. Really? This seems to be the infrastructure side of the focus tree, so I'll go ahead and get started on that. And everything in the country is almost done repairing. Lovely. So I got to get working on building 4 civilian factories in every single tile, yo. Partial mobilization. I just want to knock that out. It's time to replace the Khan with the captain of the industry. I'm just gonna work on my stability now. Maybe I can send some volunteers. Ooh, that might be a good idea to do. We do have a focus right here. Indian Legion. Send volunteers tension limit minus 100%. So if we want to ever get some action, that might be one of the focuses I take soon, honestly. Gonna start making some supports equipment and armored cars. So this appears to be where I can get some factories, at least. Military factories, while I'm building the civs. Anti-fascist raids, I guess I'll do that too. Brave, that's a new trait I've never seen before. Nuclear India, we've seen this before, haven't we? Kingdom of Afghanistan, request. Whoa. These guys gotta be asking for like all of Pakistan. No way. They are fools to even consult us on that. The Ordnance Factories Board. Well, that's a lot of military factories. Let's go. I came to India when it was a country of... you can't even say stone, really. And we made a country of marble. Let's just make a division that I can turn the volunteers into. So, Light Armored Recon Company, Engineered Company, and that's about it. I'm gonna be modeling the Indian Army doctrine after the USA. Actually, hold on a second. Soviet Union seems better. Armored car. Oh, does the Armored Car Support Company not count or something? Might not count. Well, that's unfortunate. And the fascists get in charge. Okay, nice. Nice. Annex cost minus 25%. Dang, okay. While the Germans are really struggling, that is... they did not even make it to Minsk. Didn't even break the Baltics. And the Allies are already landing in Italy. India separates and the Allies do better. What's up with that? Thought it would be the other way around. Coal, fire, and steel. Ooh, we got a new leader. Hindu nationalist. He's pretty good. I can now move over to war economy as well, since I'm a fascist country. Wait a second, I have an idea. I'm going to increase the levels to 4 on each of these tiles. That way, the factories get done faster, and then whenever I take that focus, it'll just max out the infrastructure and all of India.
You're the smartest guy I ever met.
Something I'm gonna build on the side is a nuclear research facility. Let's get that constructed. Akhand Bharat unlocks decisions to core states in the Kingdom of Afghanistan, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka. I'm gonna claim Nepali states and then begin justifying on them. 30 days? Will Britain be guaranteeing Nepal? I hope not. Our first conquest into Nepal. They are really last stand spamming right now. I've almost gotten it. Oh, they did another last stand. So sad. We're burning a lot of guns in the invasion of Nepal. Okay, there we go. We got it. It's a core of us, so of course we're just gonna take it all over. 15 factories that we just got. So how's Germany doing? Yeah, there's no way. They didn't even break Minsk. What is this timeline? India breaks away from the Allies, and then the Allies become even stronger. That's an interesting one. The peace deal is not even firing. Okay, there we go. Yep, lots of nice factories. My next invasion will probably be Afghanistan. Let's see if India gets sent to the graveyard after I invade Afghanistan. All right, now I'm gonna add anti-air to the production line. Continue producing a lot of guns. Free France, no. They're not being guaranteed. I'm gonna declare war. Retake core states. We are on aggressive execution right now. I'm just gonna Get off of them. The Hindu martial tradition. We're stacking so much organization right now. It's actually crazy. Okay, I think there's a supply hub here. I'm gonna try to get them. Yep, we got them. Peace conference. Yep, that's Germany. Seems like the Soviets took the majority of stuff. Hopefully a war between the Allies and the Soviets happens. Probably a good idea to form an agency. Sweden, ball bearing trade. I'm gonna lose research speed though. No thank you. You know, I wish this system functioned a little bit differently. Okay, yeah, it puts that many resources on the market, but if they're not being bought, you can actually use them. Cause, okay, it's putting them on the market, but where are they going? You know what I'm saying? When I could be using them for my industry if nobody wants to buy them. You know what? I think I gotta side with Japan. But first, a war with Tibet. This is gonna be a very fun conquest. I don't know, we handled Afghanistan pretty easily. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, we're doing amazing. Wow, we just got right through Tibet. Okay. Now, the Indian organization, it's actually insane. It's too good. I'm working on the healthcare system too with the famines and stuff. Oh, they capitulated. That's nice. I just got all of Tibet. I've strengthened my border against China. Elephant, that seems alright. Is that Hind Supreme? Let's go. 24 of those guys at a time. There's this weird thing that happens where Japan just straight up capitulates for some reason. So hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. That's why I'm thinking I should really join this war quickly. A bit worried that's gonna happen. Well, I guess I could join the faction and then only attack China, right? They do end up accepting me, of course. The Japanese need help, and they know it. All right, Japan, get me into this war. Not against the Allies, though. What are we doing, man? All right, I guess I'm gonna justify my own war goal on China. Probably not gonna get much out of this war, but I just want to strengthen Japan by weakening or killing China, rather, for them. From faction sharing, I am gaining... Wow, okay, so Japan must be using armored cars. That's really interesting. Let me go ahead and send them an attaché as well, so I can get more mastery out of them. Chile issues diplomatic protest. Yeah, we do not care. Specialized dietary requirements or standardized rations. Well, I do like standardized rations more. Whoa, what just happened? Really? See, that's what I was talking about. Just a second ago, Japan was doing just fine. Now they died. And now we are fighting the Chinese on a horrible front, by the way. Not much to research. I'm just gonna start researching some of the planes now. Might get an air force in the future. I could start building the nuclear reactor. I'm gonna build it in all of the states I've conquered. Oh, nice. She has a logistics wizard upgrade. I'm gonna resume my offensives. Maybe we can make something happen. Holy, more adaptable traits. Yeah, this is amazing. I love fighting in mountainous China, actually. It's great. Although nothing is moving, the traits are truly impeccable. Recon Rangers. Do I really want to give up the armored car though? I like it. Honestly, Recon Rangers is probably better. Smiling Buddha, that's what they call the nuclear bombs. Smiling Buddha. Oh, that's funny. Let's go ahead and research the Smiling Buddha. Another one, Lions of the Great War. That's just another good modifier for the Indian Army. T exports can be expanded up to 5 times. Export T to the United Kingdom. The war's looking pretty good considering I had to move through mountains the whole time. Soviet Union declared war on Turkey. Let's go. Let's go. I might as well do this. Zahid and Sawaj, whatever. Export T to the UK. Gives them more stability, but it gives me more civilian factories, so I'll take it. What's the British stab anyway? It's 100, so it doesn't even matter. Let's just export as much tea to the United Kingdom as possible here. Oh, that's just funny. The first time ever, I need to increase my conscription law, so I need to increase this up to limited. Okay, where did my capital move to? The hell is that? Why did it move here? This is the capital now? Okay. Our capital straight up just moved to this tile. Are we serious? Well, I'm gonna have to build max coastal forts, infrastructure, air bases, anti-air. And the only place for me to spawn troops, by the way, is on that island. Which means once I enter a war with the British, the only way for me to get the troops back to the mainland, my troops are gonna have to get raided by a British ship. Are we serious right now, actually? Leader skill bonuses. Does that mean what I think it means? If she has skill 7 attack, that means she's going to be getting 30% of 17% stacked on top of that, right? That might be the most insane political advisor I've ever seen. Oh, we are in a deficit of guns. It's not good. Some factories just became available. It's time to start building some mills. Soviets are still looking all right. Actually, they're not. They've gotten naval invaded in Germany and Kaliningrad. If they connect those up, it's going to be looking bad for the USSR. Maybe add in a signal company and a logistics company. 68 org does reduce the supply use. Let's see what we can do with this division. If I put the armored recon company back in, that might be a good idea. Just having a little bit of armor to make our divisions slightly tougher. Okay, we're back into a guns deficit. I really gotta be careful here. I'm gonna make a new division, the Azad Hind Legion. Let's add an engineer company into that. Increase the amount of infantry. Then replace our garrison with that. That way our port garrisons aren't eating up all of the supply. We're running out of slots, so I gotta start building in enemy territory. Hopefully they don't recapture it, right? Oh, no steel in the world. Well, that's not good. Really good encirclement. A little bit of patience is all we need. A little bit of micro. Extensive conscription, because we are still running out of manpower again, surprisingly. I am down on armored cars, I am down on support equipment, but we're in the final stretch, so I've moved this onto aggressive execution of the battle plan. Ooh, they capitulated. Let's go. And check it out. That's a massive India. Now is probably time for the allies. They are all over me. They're even in Iran. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to move my garrison. Time for the nuclear reactors all over China. Get the nukes ready. The Burma. I need to reclaim core state. Justify on that. I'm gonna be brought into a war with the allies then. Okay, the Soviets, they need our help. They need our help right now. They need Indian help. And if we all go down, we all go down. Okay, I don't know what happened with the Soviets, but they're just completely falling apart. Like, the allies are actually just destroying everything. Their entire army is gonna be encircled here in a second. Oh god, man, what are we doing? We're gonna go ahead and execute Korea. Malaya has not joined the war. I'm forcing them into the war. Here come the naval invasions, eh? Let's see, where they at? Never mind, maybe they're not here yet. This red is super intimidating, man. Dropping the morale. Brown spot disease outbreak in East Bengal. Really? Just because they took a single tile? Alright then. The Americans are naval invading everywhere. Literally everywhere. No coal! My factory's lacking armored cars. Well then, we might have to go back to the Rangers. But I have no support equipment either, so that's not good. What? Peace conference? Now we are stuck fighting the allies alone. Why is the Manchu Republic here? Let's go ahead and wipe that out, man. Yes, 19 British troops killed. I need to clean these guys out of southern India. We're getting naval invaded everywhere, and I don't have any support equipment. I gotta drop a nuke this game because it's not looking too hot. The Soviets capped. They're democratic, so they might even join the allies. I'm gonna go ahead and get a strategic bomber set up. That way we can at least drop a nuke before the game ends. What the hell is this? What do you mean? What is this in northern China, brother? Oh no. We're out of guns. It's over. It's over, man. We have no steel. I'm gonna have to move this up to the top, see if we can recover some guns, but... And maybe I'm being a bit careless with my offensive orders and stuff, but... At the end of the day, I really don't have the production to compete with the allies. Perfect. 11 strat bombers. That's enough. You know what? We gotta gamble this because I feel like we only got one shot. We're gonna auto launch. The army's actively collapsing due to the lack of guns. The Russian Federation declared war on the UK. Hallelujah. Cancelled because they took that damn airport, bro. I think it was like 1 day from finishing too. Well, let's try it again. Tokyo. Shanghai. No, we're gonna just launch from Jinan. Sure, let's go. Auto launch, 30 days, come on, get there. I don't know how they have managed to scurry up an army. They just canceled it again, dude. We got the AI pulling out snaking maneuvers on me. Yeah, we'll try Beiping. Let's go from the depths of Tibet. Yeah, all right, we're about to call it here. Come on. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we capitulated. God bless it, dude. We dropped the nuke right before that war ended. Oh my gosh, let's go. Well, GG well played to the AI, man. They got me there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.